Oh, that works.
So I guess that's some good urban deer hunting there for you. We snuck around the house and I ranged her at 35 yards. A frontal shot is something I've always wanted to try on a deer. And head on, put it right where it needed to go, let the arrow fly, and she spun around hard. But I got another arrow in her right here, put her down quick. Got some good meat for the freezer. I've got some family that has been wanting some deer meat, so this is going to go straight to them. I got to say a huge thanks to Andrew, right? Andrew and John for setting this whole deal up. This is actually pretty challenging because they're used to seeing humans, but at the same time, they're on pins and needles a lot. So, a lot of fun. Something totally different that I've never done before, but I don't know, I mean, this is fun. We saw a ton of deer this morning, one really good buck. They're pushing does around, so it's kind of hard to get them to slow down and eat some corn and get some shots off, but this doe did it for us this morning, and we're gonna have to take her back to the house and get her all cleaned up and processed. So, what'd you say the name of that place was? North Austin?
It's in North Austin, called Lakeway.
Lakeway Community. John said there is an unreal number of deer there. And they,
big doe, dude. Look at
she is huge. Yeah.
I mean, I'll get my bow. I'll shoot her.
Oh, yeah. And they trap and relocate, I guess is a better way to put it, 200 to 300 deer a year.
Something like that.
So,
I've been told.
You know, there's signs up. There's people throwing fits. You know, animal rights activists throwing fits about, you know, we don't want you to remove these deer from these areas. Don't move them. Leave the deer alone. Quit killing them. Leave them be. No, because if you if you what's going on? Congrats, man. We'll go find him.
I hope so. That guy's still over there.
Is he really?
Shot like 4 times this morning. I'm sitting there and I hear the first one. It was like kind of early. Then like he racked another one like 5 seconds later. And like 5 minutes later he racked 2 more.
Boom,
like,
boom.
He had like 10 hogs at the feeder and he shot.
So anyway, those deer are gonna start starving. You gotta control the population. And John said that the body size on those deer have just declined to be like the size of dogs, like 80, 90 pounds, which is, that's not good, that's not healthy. So that's the whole purpose behind what we're doing.
Good, I gotta go back out to my truck anyways.
Oh, good.
Gotta get my camera, gotta charge it. And my GoPro too, I gotta charge my GoPro.
We're doing YouTube things here at the Pearson household. Well, you know how cool it would be to like film this entire outro from the mirror here. It's so weird. You guys are seeing, that's strange. I don't know.
Why are these people seeing my bedroom, bro? Like this is my private area.
Mine's kind of off limits now. But I think I'm gonna do it this way. So we had a great time with John and, or I say we, I had a great time with John and Dylan. John being from Fearless Life Outdoors, and Dylan and Gage.
I was stuck in Lubbock.
I'm with the other half here. I'm with the other half now. So we've fast forwarded a few days. I'm in Crawford hunting with the man right there. That was so weird. The way that worked, the way you came through the mirror and then stepped into frame. That was cool. So we're gonna do some deer hunting in the morning. I can't do it. But I gotta say a huge thank you to John from Fearless Life Outdoors for setting all that up. We had an absolute blast and we can't wait to do it again. As I mentioned earlier in this past video, and I think maybe even the one before it, I don't remember, I'm all kind of jumbled up, but we are doing this for a reason. We go into these neighborhoods and we control the populations, manage the herds, just because of, you know, overgrazing issues. And as I mentioned just a second ago, what you guys were just watching, there's that one neighborhood in Austin where these deer are like the size of small dogs because they're overgrazed. They don't have enough to eat, and so that's really not healthy. It's really unfortunate, and we don't want that to be something that happens all the time in these neighborhoods. And it's just because there's so many buildings, so many houses, you know, housing developments, all kinds of crazy construction going on all the time, and so we don't want to see these deer suffer. And that's kind of the whole point and the whole purpose behind what we were doing. And also, we love to eat deer meat, so that's also another big plus there. We love deer meat, and we get to fill the freezers, and it's actually a lot of fun. It's a ton of fun, and these deer are pretty spooky. I mean, obviously you guys saw that doe jump the string, and also the buck too. You know, there's not a whole lot I can do about that, but Dylan got a shot at a nice little buck. And if you guys, oh wait, his camera wasn't working. Oh no, his camera was working. I take that back. He didn't take a tripod to the stand with him, so he couldn't film it. The shot at the buck. So, anyways, both of those channels will still be linked down below. You guys can go check out some of their other videos. I know Dylan has a video, or Dylan and Gage, I'm sorry. Both, they have a video coming up from this past weekend's hunt, so you guys can check it out. John and Royce from Fearless Life Outdoors, they have some videos from this series as well. John shot 2 really nice bucks that you guys will want to check those videos out. And hit the subscribe button for both of them. But with all that being said, I'm going to kind of, from here on out, it's going to be a lot of deer hunting. And also, I want you guys to let me know what you want to see next. So, we are planning on doing some duck hunting. And we're very excited for that. Kind of had a mix-up in our plans of, you know, some of our duck hunting plans, I guess. We had a hookup in North Texas, and I'm not 100% sure that one's gonna be available anymore. So we're gonna pond hop, and I know I've got a couple of little tanks that will probably be pretty good, and I know he's got some hookups up in Lubbock, so that's gonna be an absolute blast.
The mallards.
Mallards are everywhere?
Mallards are absolutely everywhere right now. I was telling Bradley on my way home today, I was trying to like start the intro to my video, and I was filming this cotton field and like coming across the dash of my truck. And as I was coming across, I looked over to my left, and there's this flooded cotton field, and there was like 1,000 ducks just sitting in it, and I was like, holy cow, this is the most ducks I've ever seen in one spot since Stuttgart, Arkansas.
That's nuts. That's nuts. So we're hopefully going to get on some of those fields. There's no telling. I'm always trying to shoot hogs, of course. I've been doing a lot of hunting out at my lease, and that's been really slow here lately just because of the flooding. I've still got a feeder underwater. One of them is now empty. It's just because I've been, you know, traveling around, bouncing around, and filming with these guys, and doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited to hopefully get a kill out at the lease here pretty soon. I've got a good spot that's kind of hot with some does and some pigs too. I've got a trail camera running on it right now. I don't have a feeder set up on it. I'm just kind of going in there and throwing some bait down on the ground, so you guys can hopefully be expecting some videos coming from there. I'll definitely be able to shoot a doe and hopefully one of the big hogs that's been hanging out around over there as well. And so we're excited about the rest of this fall. We have a 7-day series coming up. We're going to be 2 different counties, 2 different properties. We're going to be hunting for 7 days straight.
2 different areas of Texas.
2 different areas of Texas. So one's going to be hill country, one's going to be like West Texas, kind of, I don't even know what to call it. It's going to be fun.
Just like deep, like West Texas, I mean, mountainous, rugged terrain.
Right. It's wild. It's a lot like Del Rio. For those of you guys that have seen the Del Rio videos, it's a lot like that, but kind of more severe. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave me a big old thumbs up if you enjoy these kinds of videos. We're going to try to get together for a late season hunt and hopefully do some more of that urban deer hunting. Again, that's an absolute blast. And I also have some core land, public land hunts coming up that I'm going to try to do with some of you guys. I know you guys know who you are, who I've been in touch with, and that's going to be something totally new, something fun. I don't do much public land hunting except for out of state up north. From what I can remember, I've never done any public land hunting here in Texas, and I'm pretty excited for it. It's going to be a lot of scouting, a lot of hiking, but I'm used to it, and at least the terrain won't be like up and down. You know, it'll be more flat since we are here in Texas. But with all that being said, I'm going to finish this one out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you, and I will catch you tomorrow.